Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, the 4th day of March. Here we go. You know that during the Seder, at one point, we dip the morar into the charoses. That's the bitter herbs, and we're dipping them into the charoses, which is in memory of the mortar that the Jews had to put in between the bricks of all the stuff that they were building. And in memory of this, we memorialize the bitter herbs, the bitter work, dipped in the mortar, and that's what we do at the Seder. However, you must taste the bitterness, and for that you have to eat either that romaine lettuce or that horseradish dipped into the charoses. And here's the thing. After you dip it into the charoses, you must shake off the charoses. Again, you must shake off the charoses and then be eating your horseradish straight. Okay? A lot of people like to stick around with this and put tons of charoses onto their horseradish and then eat the horseradish with lots of charoses on it, so it's much more tasty and much more easy to eat. But that's not what you're allowed to do. We do dip it into the charoses and then we shake off all of the charoses and eat our horseradish straight. Can't say it any clearer than that. So what's the point of dipping it in the stuff? Well, you're not going to believe it, but the Gemara says that there is something inside of the bitter herbs that can be injurious to you, that can damage you, and we want you to dip it into the charoses, which causes it to be nullified. And I don't think we can even medicinally explain that. It's something illogical, but it is out there and it's for real. And therefore, we do dip the bitter herbs into the charoses, but you shake it off because it's done after you do that little shaking. It takes care of whatever it is that has to be done. But then you must shake it off so that you can have the horseradish taste straight. By the way, just to veer off of this for a moment, same thing with the matzah. When you eat matzah, you must have the taste of the matzah straight, so no margarine can be put on it, no other stuff, nothing. Just matzah straight when you eat the matzah. I mean, for the mitzvah at the Seder. And horseradish straight when you're supposed to eat the horseradish, or romaine lettuce if you want to use romaine lettuce. And the only time that you mix the matzah with the horseradish, of course, is or the romaine lettuce, is at the part of korech, where you actually are supposed to make a sandwich out of the matzah and the bitter herbs. But otherwise, when it's matzah, the mitzvah at the Seder, it's just matzah straight. And when it's the bitter herbs, it's just the bitter herbs straight, even after they've been dipped into the charoses. Then it's just the bitter herbs straight. Okay, thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.